want you trying to put it out with just cupcake?
I don't know what to tell you. Ask Christopher Robin, you know?
The only thing I ever learned in high school from these kids was how to get a chalk penis on the back of a priest. That's the only thing.
I got into a fight recently in a vegan cupcake shop in Brooklyn. Not my proudest moments. I walked in. I've been jogging, because I live in Brooklyn, and it's the law. And I walked in, I said to the person behind the counter, I said, "Hi, can I have a cup of tap water, please?" And he said, "We only sell cupcakes." And I said, "My middle name is David." And he said, "What?" And I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I thought we were taking turns saying things that aren't relevant to the things that come before them." Like, I'll buy a cupcake, but I'd also like a glass of tap water. And he said, "We only sell cupcakes. It's our philosophy." And I was like, I studied philosophy. It was very expensive. And no one ever mentioned cupcakes. And he said, "Well, we only sell cupcakes and cupcake products, so I suggest you leave if you're not interested in cupcake or cupcake products." And I said, "What is a cupcake product?" He said, "Well, we sell the tops and the bottoms of the cupcakes individually, and we sell the frosting as a shot. We sell a deconstructed cupcake, and we sell different ingredients for vegan cupcakes." And I said, "What are the ingredients in a vegan cupcake?" And he said, "Sugar." And I said, "What else?" And he said, "Flour." And I said, "What else?" And he leans over the counter and he raises a single eyebrow and he just goes, "Cupcakes." And I was like, "What else?" And he went, "Just cupcake." Have you ever been in a customer service situation and you feel yourself crossing the line from victim to absolute lunatic? I am standing at a counter in a vegan cupcake place, and I am screaming, "I'm not leaving here until I get a glass of tap water!" And the manager came out. He's like, "Is there a problem?" Like, "You bet your butt there's a problem. Your employee." And he cuts me off and he goes, "That's not an employee." And I was like, "He doesn't work here?" And he goes, "He works here, but we don't call them employees." And then I was angry about a whole new thing. I'm so upset. I'm like tremoring. I'm like, "What do you call them?" What do you call a muffin artist or something like that? I worked at a KFC. No one ever referred to me as like a chicken technician or anything. And the guy goes, "Sir, that's a brand ambassador." Yeah, like it was a position approved by Congress or something. "That's a brand ambassador. And we only sell cupcakes and cupcake components. So if you're not interested in that, I suggest you go." And I'm like, "You don't have any water?" And he went, "Nowhere on premises." And I'm like, "You have no water?" And he's like, "We have no water." And I was like, "You don't have water anywhere in the store?" He's like, "We have no water anywhere in the store." And very calmly, I was like, "I'll light this whole place on fire! I want you trying to put it out with just cupcake!"
I don't like going to the mall. I'm not a big mall person. I don't like going to the mall. My mom loves the mall. My mom loves it. She loves it. We went to the mall together like a couple months ago, and I feel like, yeah, the mall, like Kohl's. My mom loves Kohl's. She's like always going to Kohl's. Right? She'll call me. She's like, "Oh, you're flooding Kohl's." People love Kohl's. They're like, "Oh, it's great. You got that cash?" They do, right? Well, I feel like my mom's retirement fund is just going to be Kohl's cash. Like, "Mom, these coupons are expired." She'd be like, "No, they'll honor it. They'll honor it. They know me. They know me." Dude, my mom would come up and she's like, I'm going to Kohl's. You need anything? I'm like, you don't need anything. Why are you going? She goes, well, you can never have too many pillows. I'm like, yes, you can. There's a limit on pillows. Yeah. So we go to the mall recently. We go to the mall a couple months ago, and we get there, and it's like so early. It's like the mall is not open. It's like 9:45 in the morning, right? So we try to get into Macy's. It's locked, right? I'm like, Mom, the mall is not open. And she goes, hold on a second. I know another way. I was like, what is this, like a Nancy Drew mystery novel? Jerry in the case of the coupons, you know? Like, we're on the hunt. I should tell you, a lot of you guys are from Long Island. I'll paint the picture. It's the Sunrise Mall, in case you're wondering. Yes, you know it. The Sunrise Mall. I bring that up because whenever I tell people I went to the Sunrise Mall, like the first thing they say is like, oh, is that place still open? Like it's fair to say the sun has set on the Sunrise Mall. It's not doing great, right? But so sure enough, we go to this other entrance of the mall, and it's open. And there's people in there. And I'm like, what is happening here? And Mom's like, oh, Megan, these are people who come to walk the mall. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, they're mall walkers. I was like, what? I've like never heard of a mall walker. She's like, you've never heard of a mall walker? I was like, no, I've never heard of the saddest gym in America. Ready for like a day of physical fitness. And they're like, you know what really gets me going? The smell of yesterday's Sbarro and fluorescent lighting. Let's do this, right? Like if you got on a treadmill and it was like the floor of the mall, you'd be like, somebody needs to clean this. It's sticky. It's sticky. Right? Like I don't understand. Like have people here walk the mall? Do we have mall walkers here? Nice try. Nobody wants to admit it. Nobody wants to admit it. Right up, my aunt and uncle, you walk the mall? It took a comedy show for me to learn this? Oh my God. Which mall? Sunrise. Oh my no. I mean, is it a qualifier for a better mall? Win the Sunrise sweepstakes, you get to go to Roosevelt Field. They're like, if you scooted past J.C. Penney's, you're gonna love Nordstrom. Love it. Oh my gosh, it's what? And my mom says to me, I didn't do it. She goes, oh, I've walked the mall before, but I didn't like it. It was very competitive. I'm like, what? Competitive? I'm like, there's people in flip-flops. I'm like, somebody's on a scooter. Like, like you look at everybody walking the mall, and it looks like the bus to Margaritaville just pulled up. And it looks like everybody got there early to get tickets to Buffett, and they're like, all right, but first let me get my steps in. I'll do it. I'll do it. I was so blown away by this. My mind was just blown by all of this. And then it's like, so we finally go into this store, right? And then I realized there's a gym at the mall. And it's open. And I'm like, well, they must have like amazing rates because there's a free indoor track down below, sponsored by Hot Topic.
The mom's on Facebook a little bit too much. Any other chronic momenters out there? Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Making the world a better place. My mom comments on just about everything that pops up on Facebook. Because she would love to give physical hugs to everybody live in the flesh, but she can't, so she does it via the internet with likes and comments and shares. But she's commenting on shit that doesn't need additional commentary. Usually pictures of food, because that's what her friends also in their 60s are chronically posting, because they don't know what to use Facebook for either, you know? So they're just like, I bet these youngsters forgot what pictures their fucking casserole look like. Noodle salad Monday through Friday from Barb and Kathy Scheibitz. And my mom comments on every photo. She's consistent. I'll give her that. A picture will just pop up. She's like, yum. Yeah, okay. You can probably just think that, Mom. You don't have to put that down on the keyboard, you know? Internalize that emotion. Sometimes she just says what the food is. Lasagna. It's not a fucking game show, Mom. You don't have to guess the food picture. People know what that is. And somebody likes her comment. She comments below the like. I don't know you like lasagna, Debbie. We should make it together. I'm sitting there high as balls chiming in. Let me know when you make it. I'll fly up. I'm fucked up. I am at the airport awaiting your lasagna call. We have stupid fights, my mom and I. Got into a fight about whether it's pronounced Fanta or Fanta. Yeah. On the phone, she was like, "Do you remember my friend Diane?" "No." "Oh, her daughter had a miscarriage last weekend." "Oh, shit. Hey, Mom, remember when I said I don't remember who Diane is?" I thought that kind of squashed that. "What's the weather like in L.A.?" "Well, 75, 80 every day. Hot as balls, you know that." "Oh, that's great. You gonna wear shorts?" I don't really feel like answering that, Mom. "Well, send me a picture if you do." "Nope, definitely not." And I was like, "Mom, I haven't had a Fanta in a while." And she goes, "It's Fanta." I was like, "What'd you say, bitch?" "It's Fanta." I go, "No, Mom, it's Fanta. The jingle in the commercial goes, 'Don't you want a Fanta?'" She goes, No, it's Fanta. Don't you want a Fanta?" An adorable rendition, for sure, but also incorrect. I was firm in my beverage jingle knowledge. I'm, "Mom, it's fucking Fanta. I'm right, you're wrong. I'm sorry. That's just the matter of facts about this moment." And she's like, "Okay, you know what? Yeah, I guess, I guess you're right, and I'm wrong. What do I know? What do I know? You know everything, and I don't know shit. Yeah, here I am, wrong again." And then she said something I've never heard before in the history of our relationship to squash any debate. She goes, yeah, what do I know? What do I know? You just came out of me." I mean, that is the ultimate mic drop. For any discrepancy. Like, you just came out of me. If she were a Mortal Kombat character, that would be her finishing move. Do you understand? Just childbirth. Like, you can't come back from that. Only works if you're a mom, obviously. Not as effective if you're a dad. "Oh, really? I don't know what I'm talking about, son?" "Yeah, no, what do I know? You just came out of me and then went into your mom and then came out of your mom, I think. I don't know. Maybe the butt. I don't know how it works. You might be a butt baby. Google it." I have to use Facebook for so much promotions. Facebook is big for the promotional part of this job, but it's also great for connecting. Let's be honest, that's what we all use it for. So many people I've found and rediscovered from my past. I went to elementary school with a girl named Audrey Clitgard, and I forgot about that shit. Yeah, Klitgard. What a home run day that was. I was just like, and I got to have that again, I got to take a trip down Clitgard Lane for a minute, and remember a better time when the economy was strong and Audrey Clitgard. How does that happen, by the way? Were the options limited at Ellis Island that day? "All right, sir, you can either have Dick Sponge, Ass Tickler, or Clitgard." Oh, fucking Clitgard's probably gonna get the least amount of teasing. Found out one of my friends got divorced on Facebook. That was a new one. Usually Facebook is a place to celebrate the highs. Like, this is all the great stuff. It's the life. Just look at how great things are. But now it's like, man, this is happening too. I want everyone to see it. And I love that. I love taking ownership of moments like this and turning them into celebratory experiences. And she did. It was a picture of her and about 15 of her girlfriends in front of a barn with balloons spelling out the words "divorced as fuck," right? All flicking off the camera in unison, just like, "Fuck you, Steve," right? And a lot of hashtags to accompany the picture, just hashtag next chapter, hashtag doing it my way this time, hashtag Emily Summer of Fun, hashtag gonna find me a new man, hashtag someone help me find me a new man, hashtag please. I knew it was gonna work out. Sometimes you meet a couple and you're just like, nope, not gonna work. Thanks for playing. They were just too different, opposites. And people always try to come at me with like, "Well, dude, opposites attract." I'm like, yeah, and sometimes opposites are fucking opposites. And they weren't meant to be. And it takes a minute to figure that out. This dude was so roided out. And not that roided out fellas can't find love and happiness. He just had too much juice running through his system. You couldn't have a normal combo with him. You'd be like, "Dude, Troy, how was your weekend?" He was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Did you just put a curse on my fucking family, dude? What was that? Am I gonna sleep tonight? Why can't you talk normally in public?" Everyone commented below too. Divorced? No. What happened? Why? What? What happened? No. Why? What? Why? I'm like, why? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say she asked him to put the toilet seat down and he tried to throw the fridge at her head. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a deal breaker in most relationships. I like to smoke blunts, joints, right? Makes me feel like Snoop Dogg. Can't do edibles anymore. Swore those off. Last time I had an edible, I had 3 pop brownies, went to Disneyland, and convinced Winnie the Pooh to break character so that he could take me to a first aid station because I was having a panic attack. Yeah, true story. Hey, public freak out in your 30s, table for one. I can only imagine what it looked like to ongoing children. First time at Disneyland, just seeing a grown man flexing on Pooh in broad daylight, like, you gotta help me, man, my heart's gonna pop out of my fucking chest! I was losing my mind. I was terrified on many levels. And then I started getting flooded with all these flashbacks, because then I remembered, oh shit, my folks took my sister and I to Disneyland when we were 6 for like a save the marriage trip, right? And yeah, spoiler alert, didn't work. And but I remembered getting lost that day at 6 and getting the sweet help from Winnie the Pooh again, who I'm now facing down with 30 years later. So I'm just like, dude, Pooh, you helped me 30 years ago, now you're gonna bail on me when I'm having a fucking heart attack? And this motherfucker in the suit, which I know was not a real guy, because I played Wolverine at Universal Studios. So I'm like, which shouldn't be the only reason you know that somebody's not the real Winnie the Pooh. I used to play a character too. I know you're probably Kevin from Detroit in there, But I was like, dude, break the fourth wall. I need some fucking help. And this guy would not break the character code of conduct. He looked right at me and was like, like, I don't know what to tell you. Ask Christopher Robin, So now I'm freaking out. And people have seen me freak out. So then you get extra self-conscious, right? Pooh walks away, and then you have to just like stand there by yourself, like, yeah, I'm fine, People are like, you cool? You're like, are you cool? Then I had to break away and get indoors. So I went to Splash Mountain. Not before I was reunited with my buddy who I went to the park with. We had gotten separated, right? So I was lost for a second time, again, freaking out with just Pooh to come to my rescue. He fucking failed on that mission. Then I see my buddy. It was like we were, like, remember at the end of Titanic when people were like, saw each other, like, I thought you drowned. Like, that's how it was. When I saw him, I was like, I thought you were dead. He's like, where the fuck were you? I was like, I fucking got a pizza and then I found Pooh and I'm free. I had a heart attack in front of a kid. It's a long story, Then we got on Splash Mountain and we started to chill out for a little bit because, there's some tranquil moments. You sit around, you just, get in a log, you just kind of coast down a river, right? Zippity-doo down, zippity-yay. Right, we start singing along. We're like, we're fucking baked. Thank God we didn't die today, And then panic started to resettle in when all these robotic animals started popping out of nowhere every 12 to 16 seconds. Hey, Walt, too many animatronics. It's my one piece of feedback. Just all these animals just me, maybe I'm real. Right, just staring at you way too long into your soul. I knew we were too big because at the top of Splash Mountain was an owl, and he looks right at my buddy and I and goes, me, whoo! And my buddy starts nudging me. He's like, dude, Adam, that owl just called you a Jew. We got to get out of here. This place is haunted, man. How do you know? That was cool. I'll give you that. Because, man, I've had some insane nightmares. I still fuck with NyQuil. I don't know why. Probably because the slogan, commercial, they make it seem so carefree, The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, stuffy head fever so you can rest medicine. You're like, oh, that sounds great. I'd love to rest. And NyQuil's like, yeah, you can definitely rest after you hallucinate for 45 minutes. Get ready to see your dead grandpa on a seesaw in France. NyQuil. Hawaii is the best place to smoke pot, man. Hawaii exudes the vibes of pot just 24/7. Look at any beach bar, blasting out the tunes of Jack Johnson. I don't know if Jack Johnson is like the state bird in fucking Hawaii, but they respect his tunes so... Every beach bar just, and you're not paying attention to the lyrics that JJ is stringing together. And you should, because he is brilliant at just rapping together these lyrics that have no business being partnered together. But, you're tapping your toe to all of his melodies. So you never give an ounce of doubt to what he's singing about. He's just like, I got the beach, pancakes at my feet. I watch the waves all day as they crash on the street. All right, well, that is catchy, but that's a tsunami that you're singing about, Jack. So maybe a little more concern in your voice. Children are drowning in front of you while you're harmonizing to yourself. I do like to watch TV when I'm a little stoned. Obviously, it's the best time to do it. I'm partial to Chop Jr. If you like child abuse and food, that is the show for you. God damn, the verbal critique that these adults have the audacity to throw at these children. 11, 12, they can't even tie their shoes or do cursive, yet they're taking in all this fucking, just absorbing all this fucking emotional wear and tear. And they don't know. They don't know how to stick up for themselves. Just like, I tried really hard, and I think it was pretty good. My mom said she liked it. And the judge is like, yeah, well, Caleb, I found your lemon bolognese to be weak, like your kickball skills. And yeah, that's fair. I always get picked last. You're right. Stephanie, your tuna tartare was flat, like your chest. Yeah. I mean, I'm tense. I'll get tense next time. You're right. Everyone smokes pot. My 15-year-old cousin just found out he smokes weed. 15 years old. Tried to help curb the habit. I was like, dude, it doesn't have to become an issue. I smoke a little. His eyes lit up. Never seen a kid more excited in my entire life. Adam, you smoke pot? Dude, how have we not smoked together yet? What are you talking about? 5 years ago, you were 10. What the fuck are you talking about, man? What do you mean, how have we not? You just started using deodorant, man. You gotta build up to that. Plus, I have a rule. I can't smoke weed with anybody who didn't grow up watching DuckTales. That's just a rule I have. There's a generation gap, you know what I'm saying? DuckTales. Yeah, see, they're the potheads. That's how you find them. I knew you were in here. You had no clue that was coming, and you dropped everything that was happening with you in that moment. Just a fucking woo-woo. Woo! Yeah, I love that show, dude. Give me a heads up next time. You could see someone stabbing someone outside a Whole Foods parking lot, like, chicken apple sausages are way too expensive. Just walk by, DuckTales, woo, back to stabbing. I'll stop for the woo-woo. I'm an impulse buyer, though, I see the slogan, just like, this'll help, and I'm like, I want it, I bought a MyPillow. Just, again, impulse buyer. I got turned on from the whole commercial. If you don't know the MyPillow story, by the way, fascinating. Mike Lindell, former crackhead, okay? Used to sleep on feet under freeways, cleaned himself up, made the MyPillow, boom, billionaire. Inspiring story. Tugs at the heartstrings. Makes you want to be a part of that situation. And again, the commercial does its job, overhypes the product, makes you feel like you're not living properly without it. Just some guy on the sidewalk, no pillow, just trying to get comfy on the street, just fucking, having a tough time getting those restful Z's. He's like, it's just not that soft. Like, yeah, it's a curb, dum-dum. Go inside, What the fuck are you doing? And then they cut to Lindell. He's like, that's why you need a fucking MyPillow. And he's just muppeting out hardcore on TV. He's dealing with some crack after effects. Just kiss your freaking pillow, right? And I did, And it's the worst fucking thing I've ever slept on. Obviously. I should have known that going in. Who takes relaxation tips from a fucking crackhead? This guy used to think the alphabet started with... That's not a guy you listen to for sleeping advice.
Everybody experienced it differently depending on what part of the world you live in. Like, I remember when things first started going down in 2020, we were watching the news and it was like everybody in Italy was dying, everybody in Spain had to stay in the house, everybody in Florida was on spring break whole time. Just wildin'. I don't even know if they heard about COVID. Because they were at the club every night like, hey, I'm a savage, yeah. Blashy, blushy, blashy, And I was at home watching the news like, Florida! What are you doing? You're embarrassing us. I remember when things started getting real serious and they were like, all right, Nobody can go to work, only essential employees. And first of all, let's give it up for any essential employees that are here tonight. We thank you. We appreciate you. We are grateful for you. Whether you were in the ER or at Trader Joe's. It was a scary time. We didn't know what was happening, and you put that Hawaiian shirt on and you showed up. We appreciate that. It was an emergency. I needed my honey sesame cashews. They said only essential employees can go to work. So in my mind, I was visualizing all these high-rise buildings empty, cubicles empty, offices empty. It did not compute in my brain that also meant TJ Maxx was closed. Because I went to TJ Maxx and the doors were locked. And I was like, what's this? They said it's a world pandemic. I was like, yeah, but at TJ Maxx though? Isn't this essential? It is for me. Any other Maxinistas in the building tonight? Yes, Maxinistas, we go to TJ Maxx when we don't need anything. It's just a part of our mental health day. We just want to go look at stuff and smell candles. I feel good at TJ Maxx knowing that anything I would ever need in life I could get right here in this store. Whatever you need. You want a new outfit with a matching purse? We got you over here. You want some random spices you'll never find anywhere else? Over there by the lentil chips. You want some makeup for 50% off? Yes, I do. It's probably 7 years old. But it's Urban Decay for $3.99. By that point, it has Urban Decayed all the way. It's as if TJ Maxx was saying, here, you throw this away. I love TJ Maxx. But they always get me at the end in that zigzag register line. Right? Where they have all the last minute buys. All the things you didn't know you needed in your life. I can be walking around TJ Maxx for like an hour. I have 2 things in my cart. Then I start making my way through the line. By the time I get to the register, 87 items. All right here in the home stretch, you start walking through, you're like, oh wow, candles, coffee mugs, dog treats, slippers, wow. And then the line starts moving too fast. You're like, wait, I didn't get to see everything yet, hold on. I just want to smell that candle, excuse me, sorry about that. Ooh, God, no, blech, don't smell that, it's bad. Ooh, don't do it. Love TJ Maxx. The doors were locked. I couldn't get in. I tried. It's 2 o'clock. This is getting serious. A lot has changed since COVID. Globally, on a world scale, things have changed. But even individually, in our own lives, we have all experienced change in some way. Like, I know people who have quit their careers, quit the gym, quit their marriage. A lot of divorces in 2020. People were like, whoa, 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 I didn't sign up for all this. Actually, you did, till death do us part. Yeah, but every day, though? had some changes happen for us as well. Like right in the beginning of the quarantine lockdown, when everybody was losing work, my best friend and her son moved in with us. And then what happened is they're still there. Yeah, we had said we didn't want kids, and then we adopted a single mom. It's a blessing. They move in with us, and now we look like we have our own big love situation happening. Because from the outside looking in, it looks like we have a husband, 2 wives. Like I imagine when they first moved in, my neighbors were like, oh, that's nice, her sister's moving in for a little while. And now that they're still there, they're probably like, wait, that's her sister or her sister wife? And my friend that moved in, she's beautiful, just a stunning human being. So people would message me and be like, aren't you a little concerned having a beautiful woman around your husband all the time? And I was like, no, not even a little bit. Like, if anything, she got me to step my game up. She did, because like when she moved in, I started doing that one thing, what do they call it? Try? I started trying. I started wearing clothes with zippers and buttons again. Hey, look at me go. I had to step my game up. Not because I was concerned about my husband, I just didn't want the neighbors to think that she was wife number 1. Her son Elijah, he was 10 years old when they first moved in. And he's used to being parented by one person, a single mom who's doing the best she can. So he knew how to work the system. Then they move in with us, and now he has 3 adults looking after him. He loves that part. And we all have a role in the house. Penelope is his mom. She tells him what to do and what not to do because she's the mom. But if he doesn't listen, that's when my husband, Tio Manuel, steps in. Tio Manuel is like the law of the house. Yes. And my role is I'm the snitch. Say I won't. I'm the one that's like, oh, are you supposed to be watching YouTube videos before school? That's interesting. I love Elijah. I'm very close with Elijah. I'm his godmother. I'm Nina. So we have the auntie-nephew relationship. I've been in his life since day 1. Literally the day he was born, I was in the hospital room. I saw his head come out and go right back in. He wasn't ready. It was a long day. I love Elijah. We're very close. He's my godson. But something happened. When they moved in, our dynamic shifted to be more like siblings who fight. And I realized we were both fighting for attention. He's used to having his mom's attention all to himself. Then they move in with us, and I'm like, my best friend lives with me. We're gonna hang out every day. This is gonna be great. So now I'm the thing in his way. But he's also the thing in my way. He doesn't have siblings, so he doesn't know how to share. I don't have kids. I don't know how to share. So now we just bump heads. Sometimes Elijah and I will have good conversations with each other, but other times I just see him in the hallway and check him. I snitch on Elijah, but he snitches on me too. Because we have security cameras around the house, and he didn't know this at the time, but they record audio. I got a notification on my phone that there was motion in the backyard, so I click on it, what's this? And it's him talking to his mom, and he was complaining about me. I'll tell you guys what happened right before that. Give you a little bit of backstory. We were in the kitchen. He had just popped off at the mouth, was given an attitude, so I was like, okay, me too. So she took him in the backyard to word him up and be like, what are you doing? You can't be giving an attitude, like something like that. I missed the beginning of the conversation. By the time I click on it, all I hear is him telling his mom, oh yeah, well why does Nina gotta be sarcastic? And little does he know, my sarcasm is what paid for this house. So you're welcome. But now I have to chime in on my camera speaker. Oh yeah, I'm sarcastic? That hurt your feelings? Well, if Nina stops being sarcastic, you start being homeless.
My girl's cool, man. She gets it. She gets that, you know, I'm me. I guess I didn't even know that I was toxic. That's new. That's a new term that came out over the lockdown. I didn't know that was a thing. I guess because she told me, she goes, hey, you gotta watch this documentary. It's about a really bad guy. I was like, ooh, do tell. I'm intrigued. She goes, this guy, I said, what's he do? Is it fucked up? What kind of sick shit is this guy into, man? And she goes, he takes women on wonderful dates. And then 2 weeks later, he asks them for money. And they give it to him. Right? And I was like, this guy sounds pretty cool to me. Is this a whole documentary? What's the name? She goes, The Tinder Swindler. I go, who is this fucking hero? I watched it 5 minutes ago. I was like, why is this even a documentary? This should be a 5-minute story you tell someone about a cool guy you heard about one time. I'm not saying, I'm not about finessing, I'm not about lying and stuff like that, but it's like, what? All he did was, he would take women on a great date and then be like, my enemies are after me. I need 20 grand. And they would give it to him. And I'm like, that's just a finesse. This guy is, you know what I mean? Like, take a little bit of accountability. It's a dirty word, I know, it's a dirty word. Accountability. Feels like a white conservative man's word. Accountability. That would have never happened to you. You could have never pulled that off on a black chick. Yeah, he was doing it to all Swedish bitches. Like, he loves me. Like, how many fucking private jets have you ever been? If it was a black woman, it would have been a 30-second documentary. You'd been like, baby love, my enemies are after me. I need 20 grand. She'd be like, don't you got some cousins you could call? No, I'm not, I'm married and I'm happy, man. I feel good. I feel good, man. Like I've never been as holeless as I am now. Like I have 0 hoes. First time in my life, I have no hoes. And I'm like, I have no idea even where the hoes are at. And that's a guy's job. That's all. For 38 years, I was like, where the hoes at? Where they at? Where the hoes? You know any hoes? You got any hoes over there? We would call each other like, his hoes is over there? His hoes at? Where the hoes at? I don't know where if you put a gun to my head, you're like, nigga, where the hoes at? I'm like, TikTok, I don't know. The mall, please. I don't have any hoes, and I've never been more at peace. Like, I'm so productive, it's crazy. Yeah, man. But I'm not one of those, like, I'm not one of those married guys, because I know I don't got married guy energy for a fucking reason, because they suck. You know those married guys who are like, happy wife? Happy life. That's why no one wants to get married. It's like, what happened to you? You're a shell of a man. Why'd you do this to yourself? You used to be 6'5", you're 5'3" now. And I'm mad at the woman. Why'd you want this for him? The wife is just some old mean-ass football coach-looking bitch. Just a fucking sturdy-looking monster, just bully. How you let you're just... You see these people in the grocery store. They're just a block of cheese. Just like fucking Bill Belichick or some of these... Some mean-ass lady that's around. How'd you end up like this? I'm in the grocery store and the guy's he's always somehow fucking up. He can't just live his life. He's always making a mistake. Right? She's mad. She's like, Earl, you forgot the taco seasoning. You're stupid. And you gotta witness this crime. And then he looks up at you with his pathetic, beaten down eyes. And you just look at him and he just goes, happy wife. Happy life. Taco season. Someone kill me. Fuck that, man. Fuck. Happy wife, happy life is what got Chris Rock slapped. And I don't say that with any disrespect to Chris Rock, but that's what got him slapped. Happy wife, happy... Will Smith, he didn't want to fucking do that. That's crazy. Think about the whole dynamic of that. I know you guys are like, it was get over it. No. No, it's burned into my fucking brain. That was my JFK moment. That was my JFK. I'll never get over it. I'll never let you guys forget what you let happen that night. Yeah, man. This is Chris Rock, man. I'm talking about a goddamn legend, an icon of comedy. You know what I mean? Like, this is a Mount Rushmore. This is you want a career like that. This guy, 30 years, climbs up this ladder, and on the last step, gets slapped by Will Smith. And that's best case scenario for me. If it all played out well, that's how that would be. I'm like, fuck all that, man. That's crazy, man. He didn't even want to slap him. He did a joke. Chris did a joke. Wasn't that even funny? And then Will's laughing. He's like, finally, someone said it. He's joking. That's what Will's like. That was... She looks at him like, not funny. Avenge me. Will didn't want to do it. He was like, oh, shit. Sorry, Chris. Happy wife. Happy life. And then what was the repercussion of it? Nothing. Well, not nothing, but I'm saying, like, nobody came to Chris Rock's aid. He got slapped. Nobody fucking... If I got slapped like that, I want to be held. Bring me a fucking blanket, man. Like at the end of Die Hard or something, like, and some hot cocoa. Like, you assaulted me, man. You're Muhammad Ali. I'm Chris. What are you talking? He slapped him. Nobody came and helped. They not only did they not arrest Will Smith, they gave him a fucking Oscar. In real time. Like, he slapped Chris Rock and turned around and said, I'd like to thank the Academy. And then did a speech like, you shouldn't be slapping people. And then started crying. Fuck out of here, man. Right then, that made me change. That happened before I got married. And I looked at my fiance at the time and said, hey, man, Fuck all this unconditional love. Yeah, I got conditions now. I got 2 conditions, man. Don't shit in my bed. If you can help it. And you better be able to take a joke. You know what I mean? I'm a comedian. Like, you understand, if I was in the front row, if me and my whore wife, she loves that joke. If we were in the front row and one of the kings of comedy started roasting her, not only would I not defend her, I would jump in with him. I'm like, get over here, you beanhead bitch. You little scallywag. No, man. I'm not even saying I'm right. I'm not right. I'm not, but this is truly who I am because of how I was raised. Yeah, that's how it always comes down to that. Like behind every toxic man is a father that was never there. I'm lying, man. My dad was around, but not a lot. Like, I'll put it in perspective. My dad was Mr. Fresno. You understand what that means? I'm from Mr. Fresno is a body, like whatever city, if you're the bodybuilding winner of the city, they say you're that city. So he was a bodybuilder, and he was Mr. Fresno. So, and he had 5 kids. So it was like, you gotta make a choice. You can't have a 6-pack and 5 kids. It's either or, you know what I mean? Like my dad, he wasn't a bad dude. He was around enough. He wasn't around a lot, but he was around just enough for me to not become a good rapper. You know what I mean? Like, I need a little bit more neglect. Like because he wasn't a bad dude, he wasn't abusive, he just wasn't around, man. He just wasn't, he would come by, he would drive by the house, like every 6 months. He would drive by. He wouldn't stop, he'd slow down. But he'd be like, proud of you, son. And I'm chasing after him like, Daddy, wait. But I had asthma. Well, you know what I mean? Like, what kind of loser has asthma at 5? That's not real. That's a fake thing. I got asthma. I'm like, my inhaler. Sorry, son, I don't want no scrubs. I had asthma, man. That's crazy. It's fake. I didn't even know I was playing basketball. I was on the team, and I got nervous or something, and I'm like, my inhaler. And this coach, you need a strong black male figure in your life. There was a black coach, and he grabs the inhaler, he goes, shit, this shit ain't real. And he throws it in the middle of the field. Right? And I go, I guess I just need to be loved.
I can feel the love in the room. Thank you guys so much, man. I want to get back to this. I want to get back to human contact and love with each other. I don't give a fuck who you voted for, okay? I don't care. Can we get back to that? Not talking about this shit. I don't give a shit who you are. Let's just talk about sports or something, right? It's like we become like the mafia. No matter what your side does, you take their side. Like this is like some mafia mentality. You never go against the family, right? No, I'm like, never? I'm from an Italian family, okay? My dad puts the central air on 78. I go against the family, okay? I go against the family. I don't know what's happening in the world. Everything has become political. It's ripped from us. Brands are political. Colors are political. It's like, what the fuck? What are we doing? Aren't we more complex as human beings? Some things you're gonna be liberal about. Some things you're gonna be conservative about, right? Because you're a fucking human being, right? I'm sick and tired of like seeing a brand or something and knowing everything about you. I'm sick and tired of seeing the Subaru and being like, yeah, I know who you voted for. We're more complex than that as people. Where's like the Bernie Sanders supporter with the F-150, the steel balls in the back? Where's that guy? He's gotta exist. He's gotta be out there somewhere, right? Everything's been taken from us. We were Americans for like, what, 20 minutes during the pandemic? Maybe a half hour, we all came together like, I'll wear the mask for my country. I do this. I'm a proud patriot. I'll stay inside. I'll save lives, right? An hour later, it became political. No one told me. I'm on the phone with my dad. He's going to the store. I'm like, don't forget your mask. He's like, mask? Are you a fucking liberal? And I was like, what? When did this? No one told me that this was a political thing. I was confused because either you fucking hate the masks and you burn them on your birthday, or you wear them in your weird Hillary Clinton sex parties. That's like the only... I'm stuck in the middle, like, I just want to go to Target. I don't have any... They saying I gotta wear one, I guess I gotta wear one. You know what I mean? Like, I also don't want to pay this much for fucking toothpaste, but some shit you gotta do, right? You know, I didn't like it, but like, you know, you want to stop at red lights? Some shit you just gotta do, right? I was just very confused by that, and it became political like, in a second. I'm fighting with my friends about the vaccines. I'm like, do you realize we don't know fucking anything? You realize that, right? I'm telling my friends, like, I went to high school with you, okay? I was there. You can't deny the facts of science because you don't like the results of the science. Like when you and I failed science, okay? It doesn't work that way. I don't know why this makes me a liberal, because you're a fucking idiot. Only thing I ever learned in high school from these fucking kids was how to get a chalk penis on the back of a priest. That's the only thing I ever learned. My friends were the dumbest fucking people. They failed every subject, but when it came to getting a dick onto something, they became like that scene in A Beautiful Mind when the math equations are just like... Okay, Eric, listen. According to my calculations, if we get chalk and draw a giant cock on this fabric chair, then when Brother Rob sits down, I'll ask him a question, and when he stands up, there will be a dick on his back. So excuse me for not listening to what vaccine this fucking kid thinks I should get, okay? You're giving out PhDs at LA Fitness now? What the fuck's going on? It's very strange to me. I'm getting called a liberal because I felt bad for the employees at Trader Joe's. Remember that woman? She went viral for screaming at the employee at Trader Joe's because she didn't want to wear a mask. I'm like, why am I a liberal? Because this lady's a bitch. I don't know why that... You've seen the video. The woman, she's screaming at some fucking teenage kid just trying to be at work. Excuse me, sir? Sir? I am recording, yes. This message is going out to all 15 of my Facebook friends, so I will tell them to no longer shop at Trader Joe's. And I'm just like, lady, you think that's Joe? You think that's Joe, this fucking kid? Does that look like Trader Joe to you? You think he's the one taking your freedom away? What the fuck are you talking about? Are you proud of your store's policies, sir? The kid's like, yeah, these are my policies, yeah. Yeah, I made it a rule, everybody has to dress like Ace Ventura when they're selling quinoa. These are my fucking rules. I can't even get off for Halloween, lady. What the fuck are you talking about? No, I don't know what the fuck, like it's a weird time. Like everything is political. When I'm staying at my parents' house, I go to Whole Foods, okay, because I'm a hipster fucking douchebag, right? I don't know. I was told that this is the good water to get, so I go there to get it, right? And my dad opens the fridge, he's like, what the fuck is this? Organic chicken? Are you a fucking liberal? I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't know pesticides were for the Republicans. Did you? I didn't know that. I thought we all like healthy food. I don't know what the fuck. It's crazy. It's bizarre. Everything's been ripped from us. everything becomes political. I'm just very confused by that. You know, just the screaming. I think it's like a humility problem. I feel like no one's humble anymore. That's the problem. Everyone thinks they have the answers. They know it. They know what we should do about politics. Everybody thinks that they're like so smart. It's like, what happened to humility? The good old-fashioned, like, I don't fucking know anything. Remember that shit growing up? You weren't like, you didn't think you had all the answers. And like, I credit that to what's going on right now. Nobody like humble is gonna walk into a store and be like, can you believe the customer service? It's like, yeah, they're at fucking work. Who wants to be at work? Do you? I don't care how much you love your job. I love my coworkers. I love my boss. If your boss came in and was like, hey, anybody want to go home right now? You'd be like, I'll go home right fucking now. I'll never come back. Nobody wants to be at work. I used to work at CVS, okay? I would spend 8 hours a day behind the register praying to God everyone would drop dead. That's what I did at work. That's what I did at work. That's why I quit CVS, okay? I shouldn't have been there. I didn't belong there. You know, I don't buy into this shit our parents tell us. You gotta give everything you do in life 110%. I'm like, the fuck I do? I quit everything because I shouldn't have been there. That's why I think you should chase your dreams, because otherwise you're gonna be a fucking miserable prick. My brother also worked at that CVS. He would chase people into the fucking parking lot if they stole something. I was like, he should work at CVS. I'm like, steal me, get me the fuck out of here, please. He's a cop now. There you go. He should have worked at fucking CVS. But yeah, man, screaming at the employees, it's just, I gotta remind my girl of this shit every fucking morning. Every morning, she comes home and she's furious at the employees at Dunkin' Donuts. And I'm like, just stop going there. They don't want you there. That's why they're fucking your order up. They think you're just gonna give up one day and you're just gonna stop. It's not a coincidence everyone in here has had their order fucked up by Dunkin', okay? It's not a coincidence. They're trying to fuck it up so you just go home. That's what I would do if I worked there. Even they're surprised. Like, this fucking girl is back again. What is she? She ordered a large iced coffee. I gave her a small hot chocolate. She's still fucking here. Give it up, woman. Dunkin', what are we gonna do? So every morning, she comes home. Here's what I learned about living with a woman for a little while, okay? I've noticed that women can't just tell you what's wrong. They can't just tell you what happened. They have to like make sounds and hints that something happened. When your girlfriend or your wife stubs her toe, she doesn't say, ow, I stubbed my toe. You hear it. She's like, ah. Ow. I'm hurt. So you gotta play the game. What happened? Did you hurt your toe? Just get to the fucking point. Just tell, I'm still not gonna give a shit. Just get to it quicker, you know? Like when she comes home and she's upset about something, she slams the door really loud. And if I don't ask what's wrong, she'll slam it again. She's like, ah! Upset about something in the kitchen. Somebody should ask me about it. So I gotta pause when I'm watching and I'm like, what now? What now? You're not gonna believe this. First of all, ladies, we believe it, okay? I've never dated a woman that had not gonna believe it territory for a story. Never, it's never, your girl's never like, you're not gonna believe this. I found Amelia Earhart. It's never that. It's always some basic shit that you can totally believe. Oh, you saw Mike at the mall? Yeah, I believe that. He lives in this neighborhood. Yes, I believe that. That's his mall. We're just a little bit different. That's why your girl gets mad at you, but you never tell me anything. It's because there's nothing to fucking tell. I got gas. Well, I save not gonna believe it for something that's hard to believe. That's what guys do. We have a 1 to 10 scale on severity of something. I'm not gonna throw away a fucking 2 and like act like it's a story. It's a nothing story. I save that shit. So when I tell her, you're not gonna believe this, it's something that you can't believe. I went to my friend's bachelor party in Vegas. I came home, I'm like, babe, you're not gonna believe this. Frank killed a hooker. Like, that's something you can't believe happened. She's like, oh my, I know Frank, he's a murderer. Oh my God, he's been in this house. His mother goes to church, I can't believe it. But she'll get you all riled up for the story. She's like, oh my God, it was crazy. We go to Nashville for Kelly's birthday. We're all so drunk, we get back to the hotel. You're not gonna believe this. Meghan fell. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This isn't even a story. What the fuck are you talking about? Meghan always falls. She's fucking 90 pounds, Irish, and has a drinking problem. Yeah, she's gonna fall from time to time. But you gotta entertain this shit. You don't wanna be an asshole, right? Gotta try to be a good guy. Gotta entertain this shit. You're not gonna believe this. I go to Dunkin', and the girl behind the register always has such an attitude when I walk in there. And I'm like, holy shit, what? I can't fucking believe this. Let me see if I got this straight, babe. Hold on. You mean to tell me that this 23-year-old girl who was up all night, probably snorting Adderall, blowing guys she met off Tinder, you mean to tell me she wasn't happy to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and make a spoiled bitch a cookie dough, iced coffee, 2 pumps of pumpkin, not too much ice so it doesn't melt? You think she's living her fucking dream right now? Humility. Humility. That's all we need.